This is the CBC Television News.
From CBC News.
From the Canadian Broadcasting Centre, the National. I still like them all. Our signal through the decades that it's time. Time for the stories, the people, and the places that matter to you. So tonight, as the CBC turns 75, we're taking you on a journey back to some of our most memorable moments, starting with a look at how we ended up where we are today.
I refer, of course, to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
In its first year, the CBC reached almost half of Canadians, broadcasting predominantly music. Although some things from the early years are still heard today.
Beginning of the long dash following 10 seconds of silence marks 1 o'clock.
In 1939, with the declaration of war, a reporting unit went overseas. But it wasn't until 2 years later that the news service formally opened.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is the CBC. Okay?
The 50s launched the new era, CBC Television.
Good evening. This is Lorne Green. This week, our cameramen all over the world went to get the news where and when it was happening.
Bringing news and, of course,
it's hockey night in Canada.
Sports onto the screen. And by 1958, CBC was live, coast to coast.
For the first time, a live coast-to-coast Trans-Canada telecast.
The 60s brought us into color. And in 1989, Canada's first all-news channel launched.
Good morning and welcome to Newsworld Morning from Halifax.
This is the first broadcast.
The world's third oldest 24-hour news channel.
This is an historic night on the National. Tonight marks the official launch of the National Online.
Yes, we spread to the internet in 1995. And now, CBC extends around the world on half a dozen English and French television networks, several distinct radio stations, countless podcasts, and broadcasts in 8 Aboriginal languages. Of course, here at the CBC, we're excited to be celebrating our 75th anniversary. Tradition certainly is a great one, but perfect? All of you who regularly watch live newscasts like The National know that's just not always the case. Longtime viewers might have noticed that things occasionally get forgotten.
We take every single state in the country. It's a landslide for Ronald Reagan.
Sometimes the equipment doesn't work.
And in case you're wondering what's going on here, I have to tell you that the robots are misbehaving.
The lights have been known to go out.
Native group in the country. More from Karen Webb.
Then there's the stuff we don't even bother to put on the air.
Lending strength to rumors he's seriously ill. It's all right, Alan. Come on in.
And look closely. We're not saying who this is, but some bigwig at this program certainly has some moves.